that the evidence I shall give on any matter touching the case beforehand shall be the truth, nothing but the whole truth. So help me Allah. Kiria Musa.
Idiot.
How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
Where do you reside?
I'm a resident of Mukono,
Yes. Follow where exactly?
Bukerere.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a senior government analyst.
Senior.
Government analyst
Where exactly?
at the Directorate of Government Analytical Laboratory. At the Directorate of Government Analytical Laboratory in Wandegea. Directorate of Government Analytical Laboratory in Wandegea. In the year 2008, I attained a qualification, and that is the Bachelor's of Science. Bachelor's of Science in Microbiology. Bachelor's of Science in Microbiology from the International University of Africa. The International University of Africa, and that's in Khartoum, Sudan. International University of Africa in Khartoum, Sudan. In the year 2015, I obtained a postgraduate diploma. In forensic science, and DNA analysis. In forensic science and DNA analysis from the International Forensic Sciences Institute, the International Forensic Sciences Institute in India. And my Lord, in the year 2019, in the month of May, I attained a training in modern techniques, in DNA analysis, in Johannesburg, South Africa. Modern techniques in DNA analysis in Johannesburg, South Africa.
When did you join this directorate?
My Lord, I joined the directorate in January 2011. And this is my 13th year as an analyst.
So, having joined this directorate in 2011 and you've been there for 13 years, what kind of work, the nature of work that you do there?
My Lord, I'm required as an analyst to examine items that have been collected from several crime scenes.
Yes.
For body fluids, like blood and semen. I'm also required, my Lord, to generate DNA profiles from these stains. And at the end of the day, my Lord, I'm also required to generate a DNA analysis report. With the findings.
You just told the Honorable Court that you do an analysis on our body fluids.
Yes, my lord.
Is that all that you received at the laboratory, and is that all that you do an analysis for?
My lord, there are items that we receive, and listing some other requirements is that at times we are requested to generate profiles from these items, given that they have any biological material of human origin.
So you say you receive these items, you do an analysis, and then generate a report. How do you receive them? How do they come to you, to the directorate?
My lord, these items are submitted by scenes of crime officers, and investigating officers. And these are received by police liaison officers. They are received by police liaison officers attached at the reception. They are attached at the reception of the Directorate of Government Analytical Laboratory.
Other than the scenes of crimes officers carry these items, is there anything else that they come with for purposes of bringing the items to you?
My lord, all submitted items should have a standard request form, and this is the police form 17A. All items should have a standard request form, and this is the police form 17A.
Presented right before you now. Would you be in a position to identify it?
My lord, I will be in position to identify a police form 17A that was received at the directorate.
Yes, police form you never
How?
My lord, a received police form 17A bears the stamp of the directorate, the date of receiving, and the signature of the officer receiving it.
So, before I also give you this report that you talked about, because you say you receive the items, do an analysis, and then prepare a report, how would you be in a position to identify this report prepared by you?
My lord, the report that I've authored should bear my signature on every page, a date on every page, the seal of the directorate,
Or why you're here today?
My lord, in this particular case, I received, the directorate received several items. The directorate received several items from an officer at the rank of Detective AIP, Ochowon Celsius, Detective AIP Ochowon Celsius, and on a different submission, it was Detective Corporal Mukalazi Livingston. Is a copy of the police form 17A with items.
Before you go to the items, is it a document that you received in this case? What shows? You mentioned the stamp, signature, and all that. What shows that?
My lord, this particular document bears the stamp of the directorate. It has the stamp of the directorate, and it's received on the 20th of February 2018. by Detective IP Akenda Simon. Detective
Police Detective IP
Akenda Simon.
Simon,
It is in respect to what case? Is there a case number?
My lord, the police station is Old Kampala.
Kampala Police.
The reference is CRB 141 of 2018. And is submitted by Detective AIP Ochuwon Celsius. My lord, on this particular date, that's on the 20th of February 2018, on the 20th of February 2018, the Directorate received exhibits labeled capital A, B, and C.
Exhibits
Labeled capital A, capital E, and C. And my lord, under capital A is a Ketamax box, containing 1 GB SD card, 1 GB SD card, and 2 fingers.
1 GB
SD card. It's a memory card. 1 GB SD card and 2 fingers. The fingers were the ring and index fingers. The fingers were the ring and index finger, and the nail certificates. My lord, capital B, the ring and index finger. Ring and index finger.
You were saying they had Q-tips.
Q-tips on the nails.
B
Capital B, my lord, 2 swabs. 2 swabs from a Nokia phone and a Techno phone. 2 swabs from a Nokia phone and a Techno phone.
Yes?
Swaps.
that is
SWAB, swap. SWAB, swap. So they are swaps. And C is a polythene bag that had A and B. The polythene bag where A and B were found. And that is Detective IP Akenda Simon. Detective IP Akenda Simon assigned. He assigned a unique laboratory number. He assigned a unique laboratory number, and that's a unique identifier for this particular item.
Take us through that.
5th of March. On the 5th of March 2018, on the 5th of March 2018, the same officer, that is Detective IP Akenda Simon, received a set of items labeled capital I, K, L, and M, and these were submitted by Detective Corporal Detective Poporo Mukalazi Livingston. Officer, but under the same CRB 141 2018. Same station, Old Kampala Police Station. My Lord, the items submitted were capital I, the vaginal swabs from the deceased, capital I, vaginal swabs from the deceased, Suzan Magara, J, blood sample from the deceased, Suzan Magara, capital K, left and right hand fingernails, left and right hand fingernails from the deceased, Suzan Magara, capital L, capital L, blood sample from a suspect, called Chivirango Bob Baraka, that is capital L, Chivirango Bob Baraka, Bob, B-O-B, Bob Baraka, and M were mouth swabs from the same suspect, mouth swabs. And my Lord, these items, they were assigned a unique number, and that is capital FB 066, capital FB 066 stroke 2018, 066 stroke 2018.
Analysis, findings.
My Lord, before me is a 3-page report that I authored on the 20th of April 2018. It's a 3-page report that I authored on the 20th of April 2018. And this is in regard to the first submission made by Detective AIP Ojuwon Celsius. My Lord, I do recognize my signature on every page of this report. The date I offered it, that's the 20th of April 2018. The seal of the directorate on every page. And my name and designation on the last page. The examination required was to ascertain whether there is any biological material, other than that of the deceased, Suzan Magara, on items A, B, and C. On items capital A, B, and capital C.
On items B.
And my Lord, the second examination required the capital A I talked about. Capital A, the one that had the SD card and the 2 fingers. When I talk about A in this particular case, my Lord, it involves 2 items, the 1 GB memory card and the 2 fingers. That is capital A.
And the paperworks?
And my Lord, these 2 items are in the Ketamox box.
Yes. And you said it was to ascertain whether there was any biological material. Maybe just to explain to this court, you may not understand what you mean by.
My Lord, what I mean by biological material is what you leave behind, and it's biological in nature. And this is a stain or sweat, what you leave behind. It's a long list, blood, semen and everything. All these are biological materials. But what you leave behind, in this particular case, do these items have anything that is not for the deceased? Anything biological in nature? Because for DNA, in order for me to get profiles, the item has to be biological in nature. That's left. For example, on the SD card, is there anything of biological nature left behind by any other person other than the deceased? The 2 fingers, would there be any biological material other than that of the deceased? My lord, the second example, the donor of the 2 fingernails, to ascertain the donor of the 2 fingernails, the ring and index finger. The 2 fingernails, the ring and index finger.
So,
Just the nails. We're talking about nails only. Fingers, fingernails.
My lords, they are fingers with their fingernails. Fingers with their fingernails. And the fingernails have cutex. They are fingers with fingernails and the fingernails have cutex. That is the ring and index finger. My lord, in my findings, I examined these items, whether they had blood and
Third,
whether they had blood.
last verse. Examine.
I examined these items for blood using the Castle-Meyer test. Using the Castle-Meyer test. Castle is capital capital K, A, S, T, L, E.
Again, Castle is K-A.
S, T, L, E. K, A, S, T.
Meyer.
Meyer, M, E, Y, M, E, Y, E, R.
Meyer test.
M, E, Y, E, R test. That's the Castle-Meyer test for blood. Only the 2 fingers had blood.
Only 2 fingers.
They are the ones that I found having blood. My lord, for capital B, the swabs from the Nokia and Technophone, I analyzed them for contact DNA. I analyzed the swabs for contact DNA. And it's only the swab from the Nokia phone, it's only the swab from the Nokia phone that had DNA of a male origin. The swab from the Nokia phone had DNA of a male origin. My lord, item under item A, that is the 1 GB memory card.
Item A.
1 GB memory card and the swab from the Technophone, and then see the polythene bag.
Come here, please. Under item A.
A.
Is it that item B or item A?
For item
B and what and what?
Item B are 2 swabs from the Techno and Nokia phone.
Yes.
And
Saying under item A.
I'm driving at the point, my lord, and the point is there are certain items that never had DNA. That's the point I'm driving at. I'm listing those items. Having mentioned that I had the male DNA profile.
Yeah, but when you say under item A, and that is the IDB memory card, Yes, the ID card is on item B.
No, it is on item A. Maybe you can, yes.
Maybe to clarify on that.
You can clarify first.
You can qualify on that.
Under item
Under item A, my lord, is a Ketamax. A. I'm listing 3 items, and in these particular items I was not able to generate any DNA, and these are under capital A, the memory card, the 1 GB memory card, then B, the swap from the technophone, and C, the polythene bag. I was not able to generate DNA from those 3 items. My lord, I generated female DNA profile. I generated female DNA profile from the 2 fingers. I generated female DNA profile from the 2 fingers, and that is under item A, the ones that were found in the Betamax box. With the identification, given that I didn't have a known reference sample from the deceased. My lord, it was until the directorate received another set of items, and these are submitted by reference sample. This is a sample my lord picked from a known person, and it's used to identify if there is any other item coming from that particular person. We use that reference sample.
It's not until
It's not until the directorate received items, and in particular for the case before court, item J, that is the blood sample from the deceased, Magara Suzan, and that is on the 5th March 2018, and this was submitted by Detective Corporal Mukalazi Livingston. Detective Corporal Mukalazi Livingston. And my lord, this is the reference sample that I used to match or find a donor of the 2 fingernails. I used that control sample to find the donor of the submitted fingernails. My lord, I generated a female DNA profile from exhibit J, the blood of the deceased, and that's Magara Suzan. I generated a female DNA profile from exhibit J, Magara Suzan. And I found that it matched. I found that that female DNA matched the female DNA that had earlier on obtained from the finger. And given that, my lord, I was able to conclude that the deceased, Suzan Magara, is the donor of the DNA, is the donor of the female DNA that was obtained from the submitted fingernail, the submitted finger. The deceased, Suzan Magara, is the donor of the female DNA obtained from the submitted fingers. Take you back to item capital B, the swab from the Nokia phone. I had earlier on mentioned that I obtained a male DNA profile from that particular swab, the swab from the Nokia phone. And my lord, when I matched the DNA, the male profile, when I matched the male profile from the swab obtained from the Nokia phone and that of the deceased, that is capital J, when I matched those, I found that the donor of the male DNA profile, the donor of the male DNA profile from the Nokia phone, was a biological relative to the deceased, and that is Suzan Magara. Those are the two conclusions I arrived at for this particular report.
So, you mentioned that you received other items from the other report where you analyzed, and then you picked only the blood sample that you used for this other report. You look at it. You say you picked only the blood sample, but you received so many items in respect to that report. What happened to the other items?
My lord, in the second submission I talked of, where we had the vaginal swabs as capital I, capital J, the blood of the deceased, I, the vaginal swabs, I, vaginal swabs, J, blood sample from the deceased, K, the left and right fingernails from the deceased, capital L, blood sample from the suspect, Chivirango Bob Baraka, and then M, the mouth swabs from the same suspect, Chivirango Bob Baraka. In this particular case, my lord, I'm looking at a copy. It's a copy of a DNA analysis report that I authored on the 14th of March 2018, and it has items that I had earlier on mentioned as the second submission under FB 066 2018.
You are saying in regards to those items, the other items that you received?
My lord, with regards to these items, I obtained a female DNA profile from I, the vaginal swabs. Female DNA profile from I, the vaginal swabs. I obtained female DNA profile from capital I, the vaginal swabs, and capital K, the left and right fingernails, a female DNA profile on I, another female DNA profile on K, the fingernails, and in this particular case, my lord, they were matching the DNA profile from the deceased. They were matching the DNA profile from the deceased. There was no DNA matching the suspect, that is Chiviran Bobo Baraka. There was no DNA matching Chiviran Bobo Baraka on item I, the vaginal swabs, and K, the fingernails. My lord, L and M are of the same person. L is a reference sample from the suspect, and M is a sample. L is blood, and M is from the mouth. They are all submitted from the same person to be used as a reference.
So, you just told the honorable question, because we need to establish whether there is no tampering when you receive the items, the exhibits. What are the processes to ensure that there are quality control measures? And these are the very items that you do an analysis on, and the results, quality results that you get from them. Kindly tell court what is there at the laboratory.
My Lord, if I can mention, when items are submitted at the directorate, one, the officers have to write their items on a standard form, that is the police form 17A. That form should have a police station, a reference for that particular case, that's the CRB number. It should have a CRB number. It should have the names and rank of the officer submitting. And upon receiving them, my Lord, they should have a stamp of the directorate as a sign of acknowledging receipt. The stamp of the directorate. The stamp has the date of receiving, and also the officer receiving it, the liaison officer receiving that particular case, signs on that particular form. And my Lord, every set of items submitted are assigned a unique laboratory number. Every set of items submitted are assigned a unique laboratory number, and which laboratory number is used throughout the analysis. This number is used throughout the analysis, and it also has to be reflected on the DNA analysis report.
It is reflected on the DNA analysis reports for this particular case. Is that laboratory number and unique identifier reflected on those reports?
My Lord, the unique laboratory number for the case, for the set of items submitted by Detective AIP or Juwon Celsius, is the capital FB 057/2018, and on my Lord, FB stands for forensic biology. Stands for forensic biology.
Thank you. So the other items that you received after doing an analysis on them, the one from the colors, what happens to them?
My Lord, all items together with the report are submitted to the police liaison officers initially. That's the entry point and the exit point for the directorate. So the lab submits them to those officers who make sure that they are taken to the police stations, the respective police station.
So for this particular case, did you sure for this honorable control that you did an independent analysis, did you by any chance meet the accused persons, or did you ever know them as you're doing all this analysis?
My Lord, I'm seeing the accused persons for the first time.
And the deceased?
My Lord, I have never met the deceased.
Did you meet the relatives of the deceased?
My Lord, I have never met any relative of the deceased.
Police form 17, yes? respect to both reports. First, the one dated 20th February 2018, and the one dated 3rd March 2018.
This one dated
20th February 2018.
and
The second one is dated 3rd March 2018. It is our prayer that this are tendered for identification, just identification, and he has also further taken us through his reports. He has taken us through his reports and also identified them accordingly as the author of the reports. It is our prayer that the two reports are tendered as exhibits. The report first dated 20th April 2018, and the second one is dated 14th March 2018 as exhibits, my Lord President.
dated.
The first one is dated 20th April 2018,
Yes, and the other.
and the other is 14th March 2018. We pray that the two are tendered in court as prosecution exhibits. We so pray, my Lord.
Yes, confirm that your report does not mention any of the names of the accused persons before court today.
My Lord, my report does not have any name from the accused persons before court.
Ripoti yetu hii mlinya yu umma.
Most obliged, my Lord.
Yes, I also want to find out from you, you carried out DNA analysis exclusively. Was there any other analysis done, let's say, regarding fingerprints or anything like that?
My Lord, what I did was to analyze for DNA.
All right. And if I understand you correctly, apart from the request that you mentioned, did you receive any other requests in regarding this case?
Come again, my Lord?
Apart from the request that you mentioned, was there any other requests received by your department regarding this case?
My Lord, I can talk about the two requests that are before court now.
Most obliged. That's all.
Mr. Musa, we've seen the report of 14th March 2018, and it's a photocopy. As its author, did you retain an original?
My Lord, DNA analysis reports come in one copy, the original copy, and that copy is what is handed over to the police officers. And the anticipation is that it will reach court. It's usually one original